Chief to have a little look around while it's all empty. You can see all the preparations underway. That's the big marquee for the talks. There'll be all things on this side for the entrance. Not here yet. So just maybe let Chief have a good look around and get used to the area before anything starts getting here. And acclimatise him. And obviously it gets busier and busier, he'll be able to be here and be aware of things. Boy, what is it? Really hot day. Right, we'll catch you later. Oh, we've got the pram's up and going, it's absolutely awesome. I'll put his lead tied to the top. He'll remove his other handbag in my purse in there. It's so much space, which is really, really good. Right, let's go let him look around. Catch you there. So we're nearly set up, but a lot more people have arrived now. We've managed to move our van to beside the unit. I'll show you that in a minute. But we've just come over to let Chief have a bit of grass for wee-wees. We found a bear, of all things. So it's a nice sign. Barnes, this fantastical beasts of collection of giant willow artworks bringing local legends to life. So maybe a few more around here. And Chief's just seen some dogs, so he's just jumped inside the pram to realise where his safe space is. So he's doing really, really well with that. Good boy. Going that way. He just figured out where the van is. He's obviously got to realise he's got to stay with me or find where the van is or find where our stall is. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve this weekend to not have a safe space apart from the van or me. Come on, good boy. So you can see like very much stalking like a leopard would. What are you seeing? This way. Come on, Chief. I've got a litter box in underneath the table, but he didn't want to know. And he also hasn't gone onto the grass, so he can go in the van in a minute and see if he wants to go in the little tray in there. What is that? So I am, as you can see, might be a C. I'm behind by the door where I usually am. So Wendy's got her K2 in tent there. So I'm right by the entrance. They very kindly put me back where I normally go. So obviously Chief has got his own stall, so we can just come in and out and let him go back in the van when he needs a rest, or if it gets too much for him. And it's not so far for me to walk to fetch him back and forth. So we're waiting outside for our lift. And there's Connie. It's just heartbreaking because Connie wants to come and she's having to stay inside. You can see she's sat in the window meowing at me. We had to leave her yesterday when we were setting up for about 7 hours. Obviously I'm waiting for a lift now and leaving her this morning. Bless her. And Bentley's gone out, so she's on her own. But it's the best place to be. She can't obviously come out on tether or anything, so it'll hurt her tummy. So she's got the whole run of the house, she'll be fine there. So yeah, so Chief's ready to go. Ready for the big weekend at Elsecar Mind, Body, Spirit Fair. Just got a few last bits of bags just taken back with me today. I've had to sort of see what clothes I had in the bungalow. All my clothes obviously in the van, so I had to just sort of throw on what I could here. Good news this morning is that I heard back from the International Camper and Overlander show, and they've accepted Destiny as a display vehicle, which is absolutely awesome. Something I really, really wanted. So obviously that's going to help us, get us seen and noticed, and our YouTube subscribers and things. But obviously Destiny's been a bit moody and temperamental regarding her issues at the moment, mechanical issues. So I'm hoping that they've been resolved, and if not, that the mechanic can come and resolve them before we get down there. Then of course the other issue would be that I'll have maybe a 1 or 2 week old litter of kittens to travel with as well, and to get Connie back into the van. So that'd be a challenge in itself. Now obviously I'll probably not take Bentley for that weekend, so I can just focus on these two, and they can obviously stay in the van with the little tray, and if it's too much, and that'll work fine. Whereas Bentley's really enjoying himself around here, and he'll have access into the bungalow for the few days, and that would just get a bit of the stress off. There'll be enough stress going on. Good boy, Chief. So yeah, now that's going to be around mid-September, I think. So we literally have maybe 4 weeks to get the van sorted and get ready to travel in Stratford-upon-Avon. So even more stress now, lots more things to actually do now. Anyway, but everything happens for a reason, and so I'm sure even if I have to sort of keep putting water in Destiny and things like that, and it is head gasket or anything like that, that just sort of every sort of half-hour stop. We'll get there slowly. I think it's only supposed to be a couple of hours away. I'll have to have a look, see how far away it is. But we'll do it. Somehow it will happen. If it's meant to be, it will happen. But I'm very honoured and privileged. The fact that we've been accepted, whether we make it or not, is a different matter. But what a great credit to both myself and Liam for the build and for how she looks. So wonderful, wonderful news regarding that. So he's really had his first batch of visitors, and he's worn out on the rest of his pram. And I haven't shown you my stall, so let me quickly show you my stall and see where we are. So this is Chief's Corner. So he's at his pram and fundraising. And then we go down and I've got my drums on the wall, and this is my clearance of my shop stock as well. So I've got a double table here as well. A few shamanic items in the back. Just all clearance stock basically. And this is busy it is at the moment. So it's already been open about an hour and we're already packed. So a really exciting day. I say Chief's worn out already. I've got my Oracle cards out for the first time. Here's Anna's first rest. In the pram. Okay, so this is Linda and Chris's stall, their new name of Awakened Soul, which we'll be working with, doing healings and readings and workshops and things. And this is their retail stall, and lovely stuff. I'll quickly show you that, and then let Chris say hello to you in a minute and have a little waffle. I say they very much focus on the organic and the fair trade stuff, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Organic incense and perfumes and everything. Good morning, Chris.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
It's busy already, isn't it? Yeah, really good.
Lovely atmosphere as well.
Yeah, really busy. So I'm impressed at how busy it is already in here. But Chief's already in bed, falling asleep after.
Worn out already.
Yeah, worn out already. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank
and
you,
you'll be a wonderful neighbour to me. Catch you later.
See you in a minute.
Hi everyone, so it's the end of a very long weekend and I thought I'd just pop in because I haven't had time to record anything at the show, take pictures at the show or anything. I am absolutely shattered. My feet are killing me, but what an amazing weekend. I actually did break down in the show just from, worry of things, how to go forward, how to earn money, how to everything else, but it was just, the energies I had to hold back all weekend was just knackering me. But wow, I feel so humbled because getting back out amongst the people that I've obviously done work for and worked with and healed and channeled for and advised and that, and they all remember me. They remember the demonstrations. They've had people still coming back from 2 years ago when we were last out there saying thank you for what you did, and even people coming and see me that I've seen years before that remembered things I'd said and done, that wanted to say thank you to me, and just stopping at my stall just to have that acknowledged. And that was just so powerful and precious to me, to actually help me realise, my path and why I do these things and the gift that I have. But it also made me feel very guilty that I wasn't able to do those more for people, the demonstrations and the drumming or whatever, but the healings and that, because obviously it wasn't the right time. It was, I wasn't obviously strong enough and things like that. And it was very important that I fundraised. And my word, the fundraising I've done, again, it was just amazing. So many customers through the door, so many stopping in and buying my stuff. I've sold or had all my sacred drums, all the things that I needed to let go to actually help fund the next part of the journey. It was right for them to go, and you know, the right people who get attracted to my energies and who are supposed to have those things appeared. And like I say, it's just incredible how these things work and how they end up going to the right homes. And the things that are meant to stay around me have stayed around me. Chief was awesome. It was a bit daunting for him. It's quite a sort of a constant noise there, but he used the pram. He went into the pram and slept when he needed to get away from people, and he also was curious when it was less busy and was looking around and really sort of have a good old look about and nose about. And he's walked all over my stall. He said hello to a few people. He was so good. Come 3 o'clock both days, we took him into the van and he just sort of jumped in the front seat and just fell asleep and waited for the end of the day. And you know, I was so proud of him, so proud of him for his first proper outing into such a huge atmosphere, huge public domain, and so many people around. And you know, he did so well. He loved me. He looked to me for support. He looked to me for his protection, and you know, to make sure things were okay. We took the sweeties with us. As soon as I said sweeties, he was up and out of that pram and, you know, grabbing hold of them. And, you know, he's adorable. Leaving Connie behind was really difficult for me. She is huge. And obviously leaving her for so many hours. I had planned to sort of come back to her in the middle of the day, but we were just too busy. Couldn't do it. Unfortunately, Bentley did come back both days and was able to stay with Connie in the house. So he too stayed in. Whether he used the little trail or not, I don't know, but he was in all day. And then I'd get home in the evening and he'd pop out to go to the toilet and then he'd come back in for the night. So in that respect, they've all settled lovely into the bungalow. I'm still struggling regardless of the bungalow. I do miss my van, and that's why I've been so emotional. I've been so scared that of her having to sort of go away for like a month or whatever to get what we thought would be the head gasket being done. But last night we saw a leak under the van, and so we are now hoping it is just a water pipe leak or something like that, and it's not got the extra sort of few £1,000 work that needs doing. So I'm praying that's the case. I mean, these next few days I've just got to I've got to get my tent back. I've got to go and put money in the bank, obviously, from the take-ins. Got to pick up Rainbow's ashes, which is going to be quite emotional today. And then I've also got, tomorrow I've got somebody coming up to pick up the little trailer off the storage and empty some of the bits out the shed, which will allow me to sort of sort the shed out and make it into a home with Bentley whilst I'm off out away for the sort of weekends and that. And then somebody else has got to do on Wednesday as well, I can't remember. But once those few days are gone, then obviously we can focus on the van and hopefully still get her ready to go off to the show, the camper van show. But like I say, I've also this week I've got to sort the bedroom out, sort the lounge out for some hiding spaces for Connie to give birth, because it's now the kittens are due imminently for possibly next weekend, if not before or a little bit after. So I've got to get this whole place tidy, kitten safe, find some places for Connie to nest down in, and that's, you know, just enjoy that moment. And then obviously, I can relax obviously once everything's sort of come together, and just enjoy the kittens. And then obviously consider if the van's mended, then we can obviously think about getting off to the show and travelling with the kittens and seeing if we get Connie back in the van with that. My van's still loaded for the stuff. I said my legs are killing me. My knee is really struggling. I've obviously torn some sort of ligament in my knee. I can walk in fine, but it's very painful to sort of move sideways and get on all things. And my ankles are tired, obviously, from the weight I'm carrying. But that's something I've now got to sort of push on with and sort myself out. I'm not in a great state, obviously, mentally, with all the stress and worry going on, and health-wise. I've been having a little bit of a binge, and it's just coping mechanisms, and I'm used to that, and we can get back on track. The pram, like I say, with Chief, is done its job, and it's brilliant. So I can get out walking with Chief with that, whilst Colin's obviously inside, and we'll start walking around the block and get me exercising and giving him his bit of freedom that he needs too. Anyway, lots to do. I'm a little bit less stressed, hoping that this van is not such a nightmare to do, but obviously it still needs its welding and bits done for the MOT, so that will hopefully still be on the list to be done over the next month as well, a month or two anyway, and we'll try and chase up that as well. So I will continue vlogging. I don't know when I can get this video up. I say I apologise, it's got a bit bitty, it hasn't been as full on and as in as much in it as I'd hoped, because I said I've just been too busy and I've just been completely forgetting about vlogging. So we've only got little snippets, and I'm also coming to upload it because I'm in a space on my phone, so hopefully I can get it off on the iPad and do it that way. But anyway, we get there when it gets there, so apologies for it being late. Moving forward, I've got to find a way to earn some money, and we'll wait to see what happens regarding that. I'll get my fundraising stall in the back of the van sorted, and see what happens from there. Anyway, I can only thank everybody for their support, for being there, for their well wishes, and I realise now just how many followers I have who actually aren't. I obviously don't see it on YouTube, but on Facebook I've got so many followers. I've got so many people who carried on watching and listening and supporting and respecting my journey and respecting the gift that I have, and I hope I don't put it to waste. I hope I can get back out there and help so many more of you very soon. But also you can see I've got to get strong enough. It's a very tough journey. It's a very lonely journey, but knowing that I'm not alone is makes me feel very blessed. So anyway, we'll catch you soon, and thank you very much. Bye.